Good morning, everyone. I am Dean Berlin Libitaria, and my report for today is about cinema. Did you know that of all the art forms today, the cinema appears to have the greatest appeal? Cinema embraces many types of film movies, such as cartoons, newsreels, commercials, industrial films, educational films, social documentaries, and even home movies. The cinema is a way of expressing ideas, attitudes, feelings, dreams, and fantasies to an audience through a series of images. The art form is the result of a complex activity which, while involving hundreds of movie personnel, intricate physical apparatus, and complex technical processes, is completely directed by one man, which is the director. The cinema has a wide range of expression. It combines the essential elements of literature and theater, such as plot, settings, and sound and spectacle.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Gulat kayo, no? Akala nyo si Sandra Jinga. Hindi kayo nagkakamali. I am Sandra Jinga, and I'm here to report about literature. Literary works are sometimes grouped into two categories. One, imaginative category, or literature of power. Two, non-fiction literature, or literature of knowledge. Imaginative literature interprets personal experiences through the presentation of issues, persons, and incidents or situations, and not through actual truths about particular events or abstract relation between ideas and reality. It presents nature in the concrete way of means of lifelike images of people and events which embody truths about man and the human condition.
Hi, good morning. And now my topic is about fiction in novel and short story. Fiction presents characters, events, and through narration. A novel or a short story portrays people in a certain setting and situation who become involved in that situation through their own actions. The basic idea or theme of the narrative arises from that situation. A novel, because it is the more extended work, may have more characters in more complicated situations. The author can create an impression of the complexity of the life and circumstances surrounding the characters through numerous situations and incidents, and develop characters and relationships through several chapters. And on the other hand, a short story can only imply the existence of complex relationships in a highly condensed presentation of characters and situations. The short story writer cannot include ideas or incidents which will not contribute to or which might destroy the single unified effect which he aims to achieve. After reading a story, we speak about the same things which we would talk about after someone has told us a piece of news. What happened? To whom? How did it all start? Our answer to questions such as our indications of how much we have become involved in the news we listened to. The questions raised are associated with the elements which constitute a short story, novel, or play. I love you, Denmark! Hi!
Good morning, viewers. I'm Gia, and I'll be discussing to you the performing arts, specifically the dance.
Dance consists of a succession or arrangement of steps and rhythmic movements to musical or rhythmic accompaniment. It may be performed for several purposes, such as entertainment, as part of rituals, or the expression of our inner thoughts and emotions. In primitive cultures, dance was a form of social expression and religious ritual. Mating and courtship dances served as a means of communication. As ritual, dance expressed and ensured the unity and strength of the members of the tribe. And because it was used as a means of communicating with the supernatural beings, whom the primitive man believed control the weather, fertility, and other important phenomena, it is also an aid for survival. Dance can be a means of enriching life and it expresses mankind's deep moods and emotions. It gives us an experience similar to which we gain from play. The expressive movements and gestures of the dancers can bring us pleasure and satisfaction, or release from tension which the dance itself creates in us. Elements of dance. Dance exists only when the performer executes movements in time and space, in conjunction with music, stage sets, and props. Hence, it is transitory and is difficult to describe and analyze. There are, however, certain elements we can keep in mind as we watch a performance so that we will have something definite to think about when we try to understand our reaction to the performance. And now, to discuss to us some of the elements of dance, allow me to introduce to you my friend Manila Perilia, our cameraman, to start the discussion.
Well, thank you, Gia. Hello guys, today I'm gonna tackle all about the content of dance. Dance usually attempts to tell a story, convey or evoke an emotion, or express an attitude. We thus see a resemblance between dance and drama and even literature in general. But instead of using dialogue, dance uses bodily movements and gestures to achieve its intentions. It does use a language which we must become familiar with if we are to understand what it attempts to communicate. But classically, ballet deals with romantic stories about mythical characters and situations. On the other hand, modern concerts dances revolve around the themes from folklore and poetry as well as current events and social problems. The theme or idea of the dance provides a unifying element to the movement of the dancers, but a dance may not always have a story. It can be simply an exhibition of the virtuosity rather of the dancer for the audience to admire. It can also be a presentation of a beautiful designs, patterns of a movement in combination with the costumes and rhythmic movement of dancers.
Good morning, everyone. My report is all about movement. Movement is the fundamental element of dance. It is by means of which the dancers can externalize an inner state or condition and thus communicate with an audience. If we try to examine our own movements as we go about our daily activities, worldly notions are either practical, means to accomplish something like picking up a piece of paper, reaching for an object, and changing our position. Movements may be slow or fast. They may accelerate or retarded. Energy and forces manifested in pushing or pulling movements may be light or fluid. It may be combined as in swaying or swinging motions, suspensions, temporary stopping of motion, falling or turning. Dance movements must convey a kind of quality purposive or emotional, otherwise it will devoid of any human association. It must be a dynamic. In dance, dynamics refers to contrast of speed and energy forces for the movement of human bodies. The movement of dancers occurs in space. Hence, we also note, aside from the expressiveness of grace of movement, to call home. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two? Yeah, I know it's hard to remember the people we used to be. It's even harder to picture when you're not here next to me. You say it's too late to make it, but is it too late to try? And
all of my bridges burned out.
I've wasted my nights. You turn off the lights. Now I'm paralyzed. Still stuck in the time where we called it love, but even the sun sets in paradise. I'm not a pig, but I'm trying to go.